In the crazy, high-speed world of instant delivery, there's been a war raging for a few years now. But just when we thought we knew all the main characters, a quiet giant has stepped into the arena. And get this, it's not just here to play, it's here to rewrite the entire rulebook. Think about it. For the last few years, this simple promise has completely changed how we live in cities across India, right? The idea that you can get pretty much anything you need brought to your doorstep in the time it takes to brew a cup of tea. It's a revolution, and it was built on one thing: pure, unadulterated speed. And these guys? These are the kings who built that revolution. Blinkit, Zepto, Swiggy Instamart. These startups became household names almost overnight by mastering the art of the 10-minute delivery. They created a whole new market fueled by our demand for instant gratification and, well, a whole lot of investor cash. But what if I told you that the established order, this whole speed-based system, was about to get a serious shakeup? That there's a new force out there making moves on a scale that is just mind-boggling. 1.6 million. Just let that number sink in. That's how many orders this new player is handling every single day. And the company behind this insane number? You guessed it, Reliance JioMart. Now, to really get how huge this is, we gotta rewind a bit. Remember how this all started? The quick commerce race was all about this strategy called blitzscaling, which is basically a fancy way of saying grow as fast as humanly possible, burn through tons of cash to get customers, and build out these networks of dark stores, which are really just mini warehouses scattered all over a city. So while everyone else was in an all-out sprint, Reliance was playing chess. They were watching, learning, and playing the long game. And when JioMart finally made its move, it didn't just join the race. It came in with a totally different strategy, one that uses its massive existing power to change the fight itself. And would you just look at the results? Already, JioMart is hitting 1.6 million daily orders. That puts it right up there, neck and neck with the big guys like Zepto and Instamart, and it's closing in fast on the market leader, Blinkit. This isn't just growth, people. This is a rocket ship. Okay, let's break this down because this is where it gets really fascinating. You see Blinkit up top, right? 2 million orders from over 1,800 dark stores. Makes sense. But then, look at JioMart. It's doing 1.6 million orders with fewer than half the number of dark stores. So you have to ask, how on earth are they pulling off that kind of efficiency? And that's where the real story is. See, JioMart isn't playing by the same rules. It has a secret weapon, an ace up its sleeve, that's letting it scale like crazy without the massive financial bleeding that pretty much defined its rivals in their early days. And there it is. This is the bombshell. In an industry literally famous for losing money on every single delivery just to grab more of the market, JioMart is reportedly contribution margin positive. This isn't just a small win. It's a fundamental earthquake under the entire industry. So what does that actually mean in plain English? It's simple, really. For every single order that goes out the door, JioMart is already making a little bit of profit, even before you factor in their bigger corporate costs. They've solved the puzzle of unit economics, the very puzzle everyone else has been burning billions to try and figure out. Their playbook is just a masterclass in using what you've got. Step 1, use their nearly 20,000 existing retail stores as mini fulfillment centers. Step 2, plug right into the massive digital worlds of Jio and WhatsApp. And step 3, the most important one, they focused on making money on each order from day one, not as some far-off goal. This analogy just nails it. Think about it. While the competitors were out there painstakingly building their empires from scratch, one expensive dark store at a time, Reliance basically just rolled onto the battlefield with a pre-built fortress that already spanned the entire country. It's an unfair advantage, and it's almost impossible for anyone else to copy. But JioMart's strategy isn't just about how they're competing. It's also about where. And that, my friends, is changing the entire map of quick commerce in India. Up until now, this whole war has been fought almost entirely in India's top 8 metro cities. I mean, look at this. A whopping 90% of all orders happen there. It's a super dense, super competitive, but also a very small part of the country. And this is where that giant fortress really comes into play. Because Reliance already has stores in over 1,000 cities, they can offer quick delivery in places that startups just can't afford to go. The costs are lower, the supply chains are already built, they can just flip a switch and expand into Tier 2 and 3 cities, where building a brand new network from the ground up just makes zero economic sense. So what does this all mean for the future? Well, we are witnessing a massive shift in the industry's DNA. It's moving away from this pure, raw obsession with speed and towards something much more balanced, an equation of speed, scale, and, most importantly, sustainability. You can really see the evolution right here. The early years were the Wild West, right? A pure speed war. Then we moved into the sustainability test, where companies had to prove they could actually make money. And now, thanks to giants like Reliance, we're stepping into what you could call the hybrid era. Success is no longer just about being the fastest, it's about a smart blend of speed, nationwide reach, and solid, healthy finances. And that leaves us with this one big, fascinating question. In a marathon, it's not always the person who sprints the first mile that wins the race. As this market grows up, will victory belong to the fastest runners who started it all, or to the endurance athletes who quietly built the scale and stamina to go the distance?